thank you guys for watching. I'm joined now by Kaes Ihsun. He was born in San Francisco, grew up in Palestine, and he's fighting out of Dragon House MMA. He's currently on the amateur circuit, but he's working his way up, and you're going to be hearing his name real soon in the MMA scene. So, Kaes, welcome.
Thank you, my pleasure, man.
Yeah, appreciate you joining me. First, I want to give you a chance to kind of introduce yourself to people back in Palestine and your native language. So,
thank you for that. السلام عليكم جميعا. للناس اللي ما بيعرفوني أنا اسمي قيس العايد، عمري 20 سنة، من فلسطين مدينة نابلس. حاليا عايش في أمريكا في مدينة سان فرانسيسكو. بلعب رياضة الفنون القتالية المختلطة، بمثل فلسطين دوليا ومحليا. حاليا أنا هاوي، بس إن شاء الله في عام 2020 راح أبلش مسيرة الاحتراف. إن شاء الله بكون عند حسن ظنكم فيي، وبمثل فلسطين في أحسن المراتب وأعلى المراتب.
Awesome. Now, I want to jump right into part of your fighting career so far.
Yeah.
You mentioned you started Muay Thai when you were in Palestine, right?
Right.
So how old were you when you started that?
So yeah, I was 13. I was 13 years old. Yeah, I was just doing it for a hobby, during the summer.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then getting into that, like, it just kind of like grew your interest into MMA, or
yeah,
when did you start?
Right, because back in Palestine we don't really have MMA like that. We just have the stand-up background. Okay. We don't have the grappling, but it's evolving now.
No wrestling?
Not really, like just a couple gyms probably, but it was far from my place. But yeah, mostly stand-up. But as I said, it was just a hobby for me, and I didn't have a purpose, so that's why, like, I would just, go to practice every day. I didn't have a purpose or a goal for it, but eventually, that grew in me, and now I know why I'm doing MMA and why I want to do it,
And then, so you started when you were 13, and then when did you move to?
I moved to the U.S. when I was 16.
So Muay Thai, 3 years, pretty much 3 years.
Muay Thai kickboxing, 2 years there, yeah.
And then coming to San Francisco, what made you transition and move here? Was it like your family had you
move? It's just to complete my education here, and but then when I came here, I knew that I started liking the sport, and now I decided that that's what I want to do, and I want to follow that,
And then you also wrestled in high school, right?
Yeah,
what kind of got you into going that direction?
So it was kind of, in the beginning I didn't like wrestling, but when I went to the high school, it was after school. When I got there, they were already practicing, because I just came like to have a tour in the school, just look around and see like, well, why am I gonna come here? What school am I getting in? But I got there, and then the coach came and welcomed me and started to giving me a tour around the school, and then I seen them practicing. Then I asked him, like, what are they doing? Because I've never seen wrestling before, I didn't know what was wrestling. Yeah, that was my first time. And then he was like, that's wrestling, you could be in the team if you want. And then I was like, yeah, why not? Because, since I was in Palestine, I've been practicing since then. And then when I came here, it was kind of like a break for me, because I didn't know anything. I didn't know where to go. I didn't speak the language. I was like, yeah. And then I started practicing. They already had started the season when I was there, so I would just go with them to watch them and learn, just so the next year I would be ready. So I started practicing with them. Actually, I didn't like it at all. It's just because I'm not a grappler, but now I am, because now I started to like it.
Right.
But then, yeah, that's how it got. I just went to school. Coach got me in it.
How's training Muay Thai different than training wrestling?
Oh, it's totally different, because as a Muay Thai background, what I had just stand up, and then transition to grappling, it was kind of hard for me, especially before I went to high school. I was already in Dragon House, and it was kind of harder for me because I started jiu-jitsu, and I didn't know what is the difference between jiu-jitsu and wrestling, and I would just always go on my back. And then I'm like, no, don't do that. But then, then after that, I started to get it, and I got better at it.
I mean, wrestling, you're getting like your face smashing the mat and like
Yeah.
ground it out and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely different than having stand-up game.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned you're on the amateur circuit right now.
Yeah, I'm amateur right now.
How many fights have you had?
8.
8 fights.
Probably
Oh wow.
8. Yeah.
Okay. Pretty good. And then what have you learned so far in your amateur fights that you're going to be taking with you when you turn pro?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm still learning about myself. That's why I'm amateur. Just to get the experience and to know what weight class I want to be at, what's my style, and that's just a lot of experience that I'm getting now, and I'm happy with it. That's the only reason why I'm an amateur. Just to get the experience and grow from there and turn pro whenever I'm ready.
For the people watching, because some people may be more casual, so they might not know. What's the difference between amateur and pro?
Oh yeah, for amateur career, you would just get as much experience as you can and just learn about yourself. How's your body? How to cut the weight, and it's I think of it the way like once you if you're an amateur, once you transition to pro career, I feel like it's just the same, but you grew more. You have more skills. It's just you go in the cage and you guys gonna fight, but
Are the rules different? Like,
yeah, the round would be 5 minutes
Okay.
for each round, and yeah, different rules. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then like you said, when do you plan to turn pro? Do you have like a date in mind, or you want to like get a certain amount of experience in before you do it?
Yeah, for now, I'm just trying to get a lot of experience before I turn pro because once I turn pro, I really want to take it seriously because as of now, I'm full-time student. I go to college, as you know, and I work, and I'm doing a lot of stuff on the side too. So I want to once I decide when I want to turn pro, I want to dedicate myself for that and just be sure that I want to turn pro because there's no way back when I turn pro.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then you said you're trying to figure out what weight class you're comfortable in.
Yeah,
Are you
so
still figuring it out, or do you kind of know yet?
kinda, but I do have in mind 2 weight classes. I'm out fight on 145, 155, 170, 180. But I think for me as a pro, I'm still 20 years old. I'm still
Yeah,
growing.
you're still growing.
Yeah, my
Okay,
body is
okay,
still
okay.
growing. So that's the thing. I gotta figure out like where I want to walk around and what weight class I want to be. But I have in mind 155 or 170.
Okay.
Yeah, but probably 155.
Awesome. Yeah. So people that don't know, I was introduced to Kaes through Brady Huang. Shout out to Brady Huang.
Shout out to you, brother. Yeah.
So you trained with him at Dragon House. Right?
Yeah, I do train with him, Dragon House, but now he moved out to LA, to pursue his dreams, be actor, and he's still training MMA out there. I appreciate him for introducing me to you, and yeah, sometimes I go down to LA too to practice with him, just visit him, Yeah.
And then now, you still have family out in Palestine, or have they moved here?
Yeah, I do have relatives back there. I do have my parents there.
How often are you going back and forth here?
It depends. Like sometimes I do go in the summer, but if I do have because I do take summer classes during the summer, I just want to finish college.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I do have summer classes, I don't really go. But when I have the time, like if I have a break and I can go, I would go. Yeah. Last time I went was last summer.
Oh, and speaking of taking classes and kind of finish through college, are you wrestling in college right now? Or?
No, I'm not. I wanted to, but I couldn't. As I said, I do a lot of stuff on the side, so I don't have the time to, dedicate myself to that commitment.
How often are you training at Dragon House?
I do train at Dragon House almost every day. If not, if I don't go to Dragon House, I'll train like on the side with a partner or 24.
Cool. Now, do you have any kind of fights planned in the near future that
As of now, there's a possibility that I would fight in November, but that's not sure yet. But that's probably
Okay.
And we also, as I said, I want to stay active as an amateur, so I can get experience, get a lot of experience before I turn pro. So me and Brady, we do a lot of jits tournament, and we might do jits tournament next month.
Okay.
Yeah. So just stay active, stay in the
Do you feel like if you don't stay active, do you feel like it's hard to like get back in once you're in there? Or?
Not really. It's not. It's not really hard, but it's just for myself. I want to stay active because in every aspect, whether it's jiu-jitsu, wrestling, or stand-up, I want to try to get every little piece that I can so I can add it to my tool, to my box tool, and just use it when I turn pro.
Because I watched a couple. Like I haven't been able to catch your fights in person yet, so I'm looking forward to
Yeah,
watching you in person
for sure,
soon.
man.
From the fights I've seen online, I feel like you fight for more than just the sport. I feel like you're fighting
Of course, yeah.
like can you kind of explain like your drive when you're in the cage, like what's kind of like your mental state?
Yeah, so as I told you before when I was in Palestine, I didn't have no purpose, no goal. I didn't know where to go with the sport. Like, why am I doing it? And it just was like a hobby where I just fucking go spend like 2 or 3 hours practicing, and just get back to my regular life.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I came here and started MMA, I was like, hey, maybe I can do something with it. And that's when I started thinking, I'm here in the U.S., my people in Palestine, why not represent a country, I'm representing, like, every time I step in the cage, I do represent my country. Like, I have always my country in my back, in my heart.
Yeah, I see you
So,
with
yeah.
your flag. Like,
Of course, yeah.
flag.
I always walk out with my flag. I mean, that's my goal now, just to represent my country, be up there.
Like, what would it mean to you to be able to like, make it to the UFC and be able to like represent your country?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
is that something you think about?
Of course, yeah, that's the goal, That's why I'm MMA now. I want to go to the UFC, and be on top there. And you will see me in the future there, inshallah. And that would mean the world for me because there's only one Palestinian in the UFC now.
Uh,
Yeah, his name is Bilal. It's Muhammad.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a great fighter, welterweight. He's in the UFC. He's the only Palestinian fighter there. A lot of people trying to make it there. It's kind of hard to get in the UFC, but eventually, inshallah, we're gonna make it, and that would mean the world for me.
Seeing a lot of like Muslims like make it big in the UFC right now. Like
Yeah. So now,
Khabib,
right,
so many fighters are coming over from that side.
background,
Right?
yeah.
And they're all
It's
really
just
good.
got started now, yeah. Like I'm seeing Muslims community getting in the UFC. I'm just getting inspired by them, seeing these people are representing their countries, representing our religion, Islam, on the right way. And I'm just looking at them like, one day I'll be there and I'll be with them, And it just gives me a push to work harder to get there.
Like, do you have any particular fighters that are like inspirational to you? Like,
Of course, Khabib Nurmagomedov, man.
Yeah.
That's my, he's not only a beast in the cage, but also outside the cage. Like, no matter how many fights he got and how much money he got paid, he's still the same guy, the same humble guy. And this is something a lot of people don't have. Once they get in that world, a lot of lights on, a lot of fame, a lot of money, they change. But he still remained the same person, and that's something I'm looking for him. Being humble is something good.
Yeah, that's like the best role model you can have. I feel like because a lot of people take the fight game and like trash talk and
Right, yeah.
just to promote
the fight, yeah.
but he does a different way and he still
Exactly.
draws like big
A
crowds,
lot of attention, yeah.
and whatnot. So
Yep.
yeah. What are some of the like growing up in Palestine like kind of like help shape who you are as a person, right?
Of course, yeah.
And it's some experience you have is probably stuff that people may never even like come close to experiencing here.
Right.
Like, how does that kind of give you an edge? Kind of like get you that extra bit of toughness. Like,
yeah. I'm actually thankful for, as you said, I was born in San Francisco, but raised in Palestine, which I'm thankful for because, we went back there and I learned the religion, learned the language, learned the, the culture, and that's given me a lot of experience there because living back there, it's different from here. It's like living in a war zone, you know. You would expect a lot of things there, and you just living a normal life at the same time, but it's a war. And that actually gave me, like, gave me a push to work harder when I came here. Because coming from there to here, not a lot of people have that opportunity to come to, get out of the country and come to the U.S. Work harder, have all of your rights. Back in Palestine, they don't even have all of their basic rights, human rights. It's crazy out there.
I feel like a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
And like to be honest, when I started, or when we decided we're gonna shoot an interview, I had to like do a little bit of research on my own because I'm like, I mean, what they put on the news and stuff, like,
It's different.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
kind of glamorizing stuff. So I'm like trying to read up a little bit about it. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't sound like it's an easy life. So
Yeah, it is different. It's stuff out there, you know. No, yeah.
yeah, so I mean, it's good that you're over here. You're able you're able to chase your dreams, able
Right.
to kind of like pursue your passion and try to make a career out of it. So,
Yep. Yep.
aside from doing MMA full time, are you working on anything else like on the
Yeah,
side? Like,
I do work on the side as security guard, and I'm getting in the acting world right now. I'm
Okay.
modeling, so yeah.
Cool.
Doing
I mean,
that.
you need to move to LA eventually too with Brady.
Yeah,
or-
after I finish my degree here, I will move out to LA with Brady. You know, pursue acting and still MMA too.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. Right now, if you want to shout out your social media, let people know how you're going to be able to follow you, and also, shout out to your gym and whatnot. Like,
Yeah, if you want to give me a follow on Instagram, whatever you want. I have Instagram, Facebook. You can follow me at KAESALAYED, Kaisel Ayed. And for my sponsors, yeah, I'm thankful for you guys. I want to appreciate. Shout out to Palestinian Hustle. Shout out to West Bank Hoodie. Shout out TWT. Shout out to Beast Oakland. And shout out to my gym, Dragon House, my Sifu. Shout out to my family, my mom, my dad, my brothers, and shout out to my Dragon House brothers too. And yeah, man.
All right. Awesome. Yeah, look forward to watching some of your fights real soon.
Yep.
If you guys don't know about him yet, come out. The next time he has the fights, follow him on Instagram so you can keep up to date with when his next fights are, because he's gonna be an exciting fighter to watch.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, man. My pleasure.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to keep up with up-and-coming MMA fighters in the Bay Area, please subscribe to the channel. Follow Kaes Ihsun on Instagram and Facebook. And I'm going to end this video with a poem that Kaes wrote. It's a very powerful, very moving piece. Please check it out. Until next time, peace.